The old man kills 10 rabbits a day, but he never eats them. Instead, he sends all the meat to a warehouse called No. 36. Every time he went to deliver the meat, he had to jump back and forth 3 times before he dared to enter, and he kept delivering it for decades. But one day, the old man died strangely while chopping meat. Since that day, no one has ever opened that warehouse, and no one knew the secret inside. But not long after that, because the rent of the warehouse was due, there was no one to renew the lease. The landlord had no choice but to break the lock and put it up for auction. Poor people came here to pick up the pieces, 50 and 200 bucks, and the bidding got tougher and tougher. And finally, for 400 bucks, it went to David. The gears of fate began to turn. A man named David. He owed a lot of money because he was a gambler. This time, he gambled his entire fortune, hoping to turn his life around. But before he could open the door to inspect the goods, the old man's wife suddenly appeared. She wanted to renew the rent for the warehouse, but since the old lady didn't pay the rent on time, she lost the right to use the warehouse. The boss had to let her negotiate with the new owner, David. Soon they met at the door. The old man asked David to return the warehouse. She told him that it was full of old things that nobody wanted. Whoever buys it loses money. But the more the old woman said, the more curious David became, because just now the boss showed David a weird surveillance video. Every time the old man entered the warehouse, he would jump back and forth 3 times. What's even weirder, everything he took was always in and out. David felt that there was more to it than meets the eye. He not only refused the old man, he even played with the broken lock, and left the old man with a desperate back. But David didn't even know it. At first, the old woman wanted to save his life, but when he saw David's insubordination, the old man also left a curse that runs throughout the movie. Soon you'll have blood on your hands. But David doesn't believe it. All he wants to do is make money. And when he saw the scene in front of him, David was a little disappointed, because there didn't seem to be much here. And after rummaging around, David did not even find a hair. Just when David wanted to give up, a candlestick caught his attention, and when he looked closely, he saw that it was made of solid gold. Then he found 2 antique chairs and a tabletop. They looked like they were worth a lot of money. David was delighted, but before he could sell his treasures, a strong man came out from the front. He had to pay his debt tomorrow. David did not expect that the old woman's curse would come true so soon. The old woman hadn't gone far, but stood not far away. She seemed to be waiting for another show.